would not recommend doing both of them at the same time, but there's a time and a place for everything. There's a time and a place. And a Smash tournament, such as the grind tonight, the pre-glitch local, would be a great time to bust out the Legend of Zelda t-shirt because you're in common company.
Yeah,
take a load off and say,
try to work around the outfit, get creative with it, try to accessorize things. You know, you can really focus on a lot of the small details and just make yourself, you know, cooler that way.
You would be surprised how much like one small detail can change like an entire outfit, right? Like I had my hair up in a ponytail earlier, and then I looked at like my whole outfit, and I was like, I'm going to go from like how would I say it? I'm gonna go from being a metalhead guitarist to a metalhead drummer. That's a really specific altercation, and even though I don't really know what you're saying, I feel it. That wasn't the intention, right? But I just did that, and I was like, I look like a different person now, right? Yeah. This, different looks.
Yep.
You gotta know. Having long hair, by the way, it's not for everybody. It's a pain in the butt. It's a pain in the butt to upkeep, but if you do it right, it looks good.
If you do it, it looks great. I'm sure some of you might have noticed, I have been struggling this entire set because my hair keeps finding a way to fall into my mouth. And I have been like trying to be so slick about it. I've been like, oh yeah, so about that back hair, as I'm trying to fish these hair strands out of my mouth, it's pain, it's hell. But you know what? Sometimes the aesthetics of it kill it.
I have to say there is one very good thing about this venue, which is that its air conditioning and its ventilation is great. There are a lot of fans on the floor. The first set of friendlies that I was playing, I had to swap stations with the person that I was playing with because I was like, my hair just kept getting blown into my face and I couldn't see anything, which was, you know, a problem while you're trying to play Smash Brothers. But this event, by the way, I don't know if you've seen like pictures of like all the stations, but people are sitting... They basically have like
8 feet. It's like 8 feet apart from one another.
The social distancing is possible at a tournament, and like people are sitting like opposite sides of each other instead of like right next to each other. It all works. It all works somehow, and this is going to be some work between two phenomenal players.
Oh my gosh, we have Sharp going up against Peanut. Okay, so this is going to be a really interesting one, right? Because at the end of the day, something, Little Mac, matchup bad. Okay, we got that out of the way. Peanut's a phenomenal player. They can make matchups work for themselves. A lot of really situational things that they really know. As Sephiroth, you're going to be able to keep Little Mac out. You're going to be able to poke really safely. But you actually don't have too many buttons to contest Little Mac once he does break that kind of space.
Oh my god, and I mean, look at just what one hit does for Peanut, right? Like you're talking about, sometimes getting that one hit can be a problem, and more to the point, getting hit once is so destructive as a Little Mac in this matchup, and that's going to be where Sharp really has to capitalize, right? Is that if he hits Peanut once, he's got to be doing more than 16% at a time. That's dead. That is definitely dead.
That wave-led up tilt was so smart for Peanut. They were able to reposition themselves effectively, get the extension, and as a result, get that kill. I gotta say, look at the way Peanut, it might not look like he's like sort of camping, but look at the way he's camping in mid-range. He is not the one to usually typically initiate first. He's playing just outside of Sharp's immediate area of effect, and then is just able to get a swing in, basically sometimes completely on reaction. KO punch on deck. This is scary.
And away goes Sharp. Oh my gosh, don't shield! Do not shield! KO punch ignores it. The Peanut is overflowing with power right now.
Oh my god, okay, yeah, Peanut's killing it, Peanut's doing amazing. They're able to get so many hits and so many follow-ups. They're doing a phenomenal job just air dodging past the Scintilla as well, not going through an aggressive option this time. Peanut just so comfortable with all of his different recovery options. So now, stuck in the corner, has to make it back. I feel like Sharp just doesn't have like, you know, a full understanding of some of Peanut's like burst options yet.
No, Peanut's clearly optimized every single piece of Little Mac's movement. Try as you might, it's still difficult to maneuver outside of a Sephiroth aerial range because he does cover quite a bit of the stage. But if you go off stage once, right, this is what I'm saying, is that a Little Mac matchup either way should be if one person gets hit, they should be either very close to death or dead. And that was the big difference maker in that game one, is that every time Peanut hit Sharp, it was either 60% or it was death. And if Sharp hit Peanut, it was 20%, maybe? There was a really big problem for him actually being able to secure those kills. And I think, you know, in theory, Sephiroth should obviously be able to do a very good job in that matchup, right? For one thing, you're never going to get ledge trapped by a Little Mac. right? Because normally Little Mac's like, oh, I've got this down smash, I might two-frame you. That will never happen if you're playing Sephiroth.
Yeah, you have to respect up the otherwise you're going to be eating 30% each time. There is no situation in which you can consistently do that. So we are going to be seeing the counter pick to Diddy Kong. Obviously, I mean, I feel like all these characters are really, really good against, Little Mac. But, just having some more up-close boxing options, also just having Banana to control the ground sometimes can be really, really nice.
Well,
just gives you a bit of cushion.
Yeah, well, then that's the big thing that Sharp is definitely looking for in this matchup is that Diddy Kong is better at controlling the ground than any other character in this game except for maybe Little Mac, right? But the fact that he can counter Little Mac's playstyle by just putting that banana and going, uh-oh, you're in danger, right? That's definitely what Sharp is looking for here, but you can see that Peanut has not been bothered. Sharp hasn't gotten the chance to pull that banana
Peanut
enough.
just tried to go for the down throw up B.
He did. The Smash 4 classic.
You know what? I appreciate the attempt. Not able to get it out, though. Has to side B to get back onto the stage. Do not sleep on the distance that Little Mac can still recover from. That hit was enough to knock out KO punch from the Arsenal. So now Sharp does have a bit of breathing room, but just needs to find a way to be able to land. Who's going to press first?
Ooh.
Nobody. They just both disengage.
Which I really appreciate. These guys really respecting the kill option. Sharp not going to be able to find, I think that neutral air is supposed to be a turnaround back air, but because of that whiff, Peanut's going to be able to get that first stock once again, and the pressure's actually on Sharp's side right now.
Sharp applied all that pressure, but unfortunately still not being able to find a way to get that stock. So, you know what? Man, okay.
You got it. You got it, And even back up the game, right? But this is the big problem in this matchup, right? Is that as Peanut, you're like, if I get off stage, I could die at any moment. But the problem for Sharp is, once again, he has to be able to capitalize on every hit he gets on Mac, and he has just not been able to do it yet.
Yeah. Oh, down tilt into side B, just able to put on a good amount of damage. Look at this option coverage. Up tilt, up B.
No
that
way.
is not going to kill quite yet. Yeah.
I was like, I would be shocked if that killed. Would not be shocked if that did, though. Man, Peanut, after every single down tilt, just gets the most.
Yep. Sets up a juggle, sets up an edge guard, sets up, the kill confirm, with side B. So, gotta say, now Sharp just needs, a bit of space for themselves. They need to be able to find these edge guards, but Peanut is so crafty with, how safely they're spacing.
Oh! Set up on the platform. Yeah, no, Peanut has definitely been really, really good at setting up good situations for himself, and especially the fact that Sharp just hasn't ever really accessed the banana over this entire set. Peanut hasn't given him the chance, and now a Little Mac with banana? No, thank you. I don't want to fight that.
Yo, if I ever get banana touched I've smashed by Little Mac, I'm done.
Oh.
I'm done for the day, but not able to get the whip punish on the counter. In that case, I feel like Diddy Kong's dash back kind of working against him because it's so big. It's a phenomenal dash back, but maybe a little bit too far.
You can charge neutral B. Yeah, I know Diddy Kong with that burst movement, it's usually so good, but if you commit to burst movement against Little Mac, you're actually putting yourself in a ton of danger, and that's one of the big tools that doesn't work for Diddy, and Peanut showing that off right there, catching the monkey flip perfectly with the forward smash, and the boxing glove boxes him a 2-0 victory over Sharp.
The biggest sign that Peanut had a handle on this matchup, that Peanut was the one in momentum, and the biggest sign that Sharp was really, really scared was how many grabs Peanut was connecting. Because if you were getting grabbed like that over and over and over again, it is that sort of grappler mentality of okay, this is an opponent who is scared. They're locking themselves into defensive options. They're no longer playing actively. They're trying to play a little bit too preemptively and to try to shield the next hit that I do always. So they're so scared of this kill option that, hey, I'm going to grab you. I'm going to grab you over and over again. And I feel like in that set, Sharp was just not really going to be able to break through that. Peanut did a really good job of, optimizing the stuff that they did after down.